So what do you really know about birds? You probably know some of the basics that most birds have in common. Most birds can fly. They have feathers and beaks. They build nests and lay eggs. And if that's all you know, you're not alone. Even though birds can be found in just about every corner of the earth, most people still don't know a lot about them. Or maybe they think birds are all pretty much the same. But as you'll see, birds are amazing animals. They're important players in the balance of our Earth's ecosystem, and each species has distinctive adaptations that makes it unique. Birds live in every type of habitat, from oceans to ice fields and everything in between. And in each habitat, birds are an important part of the natural balance. Their very diets alone have a huge impact on the ecosystem. That's because different species of birds eat different foods. Foods like seeds, grains, rodents, snakes, fish, algae, insects, fruits, nuts, nectar, and even dead animals. Just by eating, birds help control rodent and insect populations. They spread plants by dispersing seeds in their droppings, and some even act as nature's garbage collectors. You know, once you start thinking about it, birds really are pretty interesting. After all, their ability to fly inspired humans to develop the airplane. Really? But to do that, we had to understand how birds are able to fly and glide. So come on, Brisbane, let's show everybody what makes your wings so special. See that shape? That's part of the secret. Although flying requires a combination of a bird's muscles, bones, and feathers, the curved shape of the wing is what makes gliding possible. Why? Because the airflow over the curved top of the wing is faster and has less pressure than the airflow under the wing, which pushes the wing up, creating lift. Birds have special lightweight honeycomb bones too, and feathers that create a smooth surface for air to flow across. But feathers aren't just for flying. They also protect and insulate the bird's skin. Birds are warm-blooded, but they can't sweat, so they use their feathers to maintain a constant temperature, around 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Even though all birds have feathers, beaks, and scales on their legs and feet, there are a lot of adaptations that make the different species unique. The shape and size of a bird's beak or bill is adapted to what they eat. Birds of prey have sharp beaks for tearing flesh. Pelicans have a pouch for scooping fish. Ducks have fringe bills for filter feeding, and the hummingbird's long, thin beak can reach inside flowers for nectar. The structure of their feet is adapted for mobility in different environments. Many birds have feet that can grasp branches. Wading birds have lobed toes for stability. And swimming birds have webbed feet. Feather coloration also makes birds unique. Some feathers are bright and striking, while others provide the perfect camouflage. Bird nests are highly individual too. There are rock nests, woven hollow nests, and even nests of mud. Birds of prey, like the eagle, make huge nests that they add to year after year. An eagle nest can be as large as a king-size bed and weigh as much as a compact car. Another unique characteristic of some bird species is seasonal migration, which means that birds move from spring breeding areas to non-breeding or wintering areas. Distances of migrations vary, but the longest recorded trips are made by Arctic terns that fly from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back, a distance of about 22,000 nautical miles. As you can see, just surviving takes a lot of work for a bird. And on top of that, like many animals, they face other threats to their existence too, both natural and man-made.
Birds go through a gauntlet of threats. It's amazing when you think of birds that migrate going through storms, trying to go through cities, going through areas maybe where they might be hunted, going through areas where there'll be predators, going through toxic areas, electrical lines, power poles. It's just endless.
All animals need a healthy environment to survive, and the only way to preserve any species is to protect both the animal and their habitat. And these days, that's a big job. Thankfully, there are government agencies, conservation organizations, and companies like SeaWorld and Busch Gardens that are working together to save birds and all other wildlife.